Hello everyone, it's me, Tom, and today I'm catching up on a few jobs here at the Allotment Family home garden. Well, the wet autumn months are finally here, and it really does make you miss the summer. And speaking of the summer, I've been looking back over some of the footage that we've been filming, and it seems Tilly's filmed quite a lot of projects that she's been working on, in particular make, do and mend projects up at the allotment. In this episode, join us as we have a look at the projects Tilly was working on this summer. Plastic water butts, fantastic way to save water. Kind of reminds me of the plastic compost bins as well that a lot of people have on their plots. A great way of saving space, but they're somewhat cumbersome when it comes to unloading the compost that you want to use on your plot. So what happens if you, say, decided to upgrade your compost bin to something a bit more permanent, perhaps built from pallets? What are you going to do with the old compost bins? Well, Tilly came up with a fantastic idea. We'll have a look at what she's done, and stay tuned for the end of the video where we'll reveal how well the produce is doing.
Hello everyone, and it is Monday afternoon now. What I'm going to be doing this afternoon is a bit of make, do and mend around the plot, because we all like to save money and we all like to reuse things. I was going to get rid of my compost bins, and then I was chatting to my neighbour on that side, and she said, don't get rid of them, why don't you use them as raised beds, for instance to grow carrot in, because then the carrot fly won't be able to fly up as high. So I've already sawn this compost bin and turned it upside down. What's going to happen is Nick's going to bury it a bit, because otherwise I'm going to have so much compost in it, making sure that the height is 18 inches or more, because this carrot fly can only fly about 18 inches. Of course, if there's a wind and it gets caught on it, but that's the general thought about it. At the moment I've done two. We've got another one over there which isn't ready because I'm waiting for wooden pallets to make compost heaps, because I'm not getting on at all well with my compost bins lately, but that's another story. So we'll go over now and Nick will start digging out for me. Right, so Nick has measured where these upside down compost bins are going to go, and he's going to dig out around so that we can pop them in a bit and then not use up as much compost, as I said, because that'd be so expensive. So he's just digging the circles at the moment so that we can pop them in. I just want to show you my onions. Believe it or not, I expect some of you have got much better onions than me, but these are the best onions I've ever had on my plot. I've grown them from the springtime this year. I've always grown them from the autumn before. Nick's just finished digging the hole, and it actually fits in quite nicely, so that's good. The reason why we've turned it upside down is because obviously you've got more space by having the larger side on the top, and because the onions aren't going to grow.
Carrots.
Oh, sorry, carrots aren't going to grow and touch the bottom of the container. There's plenty of room for them to actually grow here, so you get more carrots. Now what's happening next is that Nick is filling in with the earth that he dug out, and after he's filled in, anything remaining he's going to put at the bottom of this container. That's the soil that Nick's just put back in from the digging out stage. Right, that's just one bag, and I guess there's probably, what, about 2 foot of the sides left, would you say? 2 foot up to the top of the side. Right, those are the 3 bin bags that were really full and very heavy that we put in here. So we've got about that much left. What we're going to do on Thursday, because the chicken place is only open 2 days a week, so on Thursday we're going to go out there, get a couple more bags so that we can finish filming this up, and then we'll actually finish the whole thing by putting in the carrot seed. So let's just go back. You can see that we've got, this is the height, so we've got plenty of height to fool the little carrot flies, and that is a really good use of an old compost bin that we're not going to use anymore. The carrot variety that I'm going to put in that I've always found really successful is Autumn King, because I plant it throughout the year, but Tom's been doing carrots this year, and then I usually plant another lot about this time of the year because they do last for the rest of the summer and the winter. So that's our first make, do and mend project. We've done 2 today. Well, Nick's done most of the work, to be honest. This one has got the door opening there, but I've got the door and I'll make sure that it's in and that there's either a bit of weed fabric behind it just to block up any holes. So now Nick's just finishing off by popping back the earth that he's dug out of the base. So those are 2 for the carrots. We just got to get the rest of the compost now to finish filling them up. We won't be filling them to the top, but we'll probably leave about 8 inches, something like that. So thank you, Nick, for working hard and doing that, especially in this heat.
Now, have you ever come across pieces of old pottery, or perhaps even clay pipe at your allotments or in your garden? What can you really do with these? They don't really serve much purpose. Well, that said, Tilly came up with an ingenious idea to reuse and recycle these. So let's have a look at what she did.
I thought I'd tell you about something that we actually did in our Christmas craft blogs last year. And prior to that, I entered them in the allotment show last year and won first prize. I've had this plot for about 10 years, and ever since we first came, we started collecting fragments of pottery just so that we could see how much of the same patterns we could find. And we have found some very interesting things, and pipes or parts of pipes, all sorts. So I thought, what can I enter in the craft show last year? And my daughter-in-law, Hannah, she does a lot of resin work. So I thought, I know, I can make some coasters with the pottery and then fill them with resin. So that's what I did. You can see the pottery, the side. You just have to wash it thoroughly, then pop it into a nice pattern, or however you wish to put it, in one of the resin molds that you can buy. That's one. There's another one here. Again, you can see them. So you need to get them more or less the same flatness on the top. Otherwise the resin is a bit wobbly and it won't sit flat. And then I just added a little bit of sparkle because I had a few bubbles in there because it was my first time for using resin.
What an incredibly creative way to reuse those old pieces of pottery. Speaking of creativity, let's have a look what Tilly did to encourage wild birds to her allotment plot.
Nick's just got some water from the can, and it's going to be the lid. So it's on top of an old chicken feeder that's quite rusted out, and we're filling it with water for the birds. Obviously we're not here all the time, so the birds can go there for the moment. I've just put it there for the moment until I think of a better place for it to go. But there you go, look, we've used every scrap of that old compost butt. And I'll put a stone in there so that the birds can stand there and have a little drink. And even the foxes probably be at their level, they'll be able to have a drink in the night when they come down here. So that just goes to show, when you start having a look around your plot, you've got loads of stuff that you can utilise without having to make trips to the tip to get rid of them or to buy new things. Years ago in our house we used to have a row of lavender trees that we took them down and actually had a wall built because the winds were so bad and The Landy's got out of control. So what I did is I got some of the branches, hence we're looking at one here, stripped all the bark off and made things around the garden. Now at home I did two of these and built an arch with a bench under it, which was really successful, although now it's long rotted away. The remainder of which I brought up here. I've got my little robin there, and I do hang things on in the winter for the birds. There's a little birdhouse there. I've dug it into the ground, as you can see, and it's really good if you want to have a wild looking bird feeder, because they just come and jump on all the branches, and then the little ones can come and get all their nuts and things, seeds on the smaller branches. It's really nice if you want somewhere quick, you know, to put all your feeders on.
Long gone are the days of little Flo, my daughter, wanting to play dress up as perhaps a princess or a pirate. She decided to donate all of her costumes to a charity shop, and we were left with a costume rail. Now, we were kind of puzzled what to do with it. You know, we could take it to the recycling centre or just throw it away. But yet again, Tilly stepped in with a fantastic idea on how to reuse the costume rail. Let's take a look and see what she did.
What I'm doing is making the framework out of string on the hangers from the top to the bottom, and then I'll be growing something up it. Maybe sweet peas or some sort of veg, or I'll have to have a look because it is August, so I'm going to see what my options are. But it's really great for make, do and mend. You find all these bits and pieces around your house and think, oh, actually I won't chuck that out, I'm going to find another use for it. And this is one of those little projects that I'm doing. You can see that it was a hanging wardrobe because there are the wheels. So on either side it's got a nice row of strings that you will be able to plant something up. I will have a look in a minute at my seeds, see if I've got anything to go there. I'm going to grow peas here. You can grow them quite late in the season, and I thought I'll just give it a go just to see how my little project is going to work out. So I can grow them either side of the hanging wardrobe.
So as the rain comes in for the day, it's time to sit down and have a nice warm cup of coffee. Tor's just here enjoying his chew. Is that yummy? Anyway, it's been amazing to look at all these little projects that Tilly's been doing, the way that she's just reused simple things and done amazing things with them that I don't think a lot of people would have thought of doing. Yep, hi. Yeah. As I mentioned at the start of the video, let's have a look at how Tilly's projects have fared over the summer months. I think Tilly should be very proud of her little projects, and I'm very proud at how creative she has been with them. Well, I do hope you guys have enjoyed this video. It's been wonderful looking back over some of the projects that have been completed over the summer months. If you have enjoyed it, please show Tilly your support by giving the video a thumbs up, and please do consider subscribing as well. We upload at least one video a week, and we also have a members section. Oh, he's being such a baby. Which costs less than a packet of seeds each month to join. There you'll find lots of interesting videos, us going on walks, nature walks outside of the plot. You'll get to know the family a bit better as well. And we upload that at least once a week. So do become part of that community. It's lovely to see lots of you joining up and having your channel membership. Anyway, thank you once again for watching. Thank you for all your support, and we'll see you in the next one. Won't we, Tor? Yeah, oh baby.